exactly is which bone on the hand. Since it's such different tissue, right? They're different in large bone, one movement, and everything else is pretty much fused. The hand has lots of bones, so it's not exactly going to be easy to find that exact spot, but we can get basic landmarks. Right. So as we're mapping the hand and the head, the neck obviously is going to be the movement. So for the head movement is going to be at the occiput, right? So there's movement at the occiput, the mastoid is at the occiput as well. So for me, anything along that, and even chin line, is all going to be this crease at the wrist, and then we just match our channels. So if it's Shaoyang gallbladder, then we're going to pair with opposite clock heart, so that's going to be heart 7, right? And that's going to get gallbladder 12 or 20. Okay. And it's going to treat all the way along that edge. So you might need a longer needle to the farther you get with your needle, the farther you're going to get treated. And then once we get over to bladder channel, so that's opposite clock with lung, which we mentioned earlier. So then as we needle lung 9 or maybe lung 8 into lung 9 and then on to the thenar eminence. As we needle onto the thenar eminence, it's as if we're going on to the EOP. So if the headache has moved from occipital to EOP, right, then we want to come higher onto the hand as you go higher onto the, right, as the hand is the head, so we need to be onto the hand to treat onto the skull, yes? And then once we're up all the way onto the head itself, we're definitely in the hand. And for me, the crease of the fingers is right at eye level, right? So if there's eye level headache around this way, then we're needling around this, somewhere around this level. And since the thumb is no longer at the level, right, the opposable thumb is down joined at the wrist, the image of the eye moves with these joints, right? So the bladder point that's going to treat bladder 1 and 2 area, lung channel, lung opposite clock is going to be not at this level of thumb, it's going to be at this level of thumb near lung 10. Right? So the lung 10 for bladder 1, 2, and then the heart 8 for the gallbladder 14 or 1. Right? Is that clear as good? And top of the head is going to be farther up the finger. So you can go up to the fingertips for the top of the head. Or you can use the image that we had earlier with our foot and line the foot up with the bottom of the foot is the top of the head, right? And the hand does the same thing. So the bottom of the hand is the top of the head. So you kind of have a double image with the hand and the head with, you know, the head being expanded. If you can imagine a hand being very thick like a head, then we've got the occiput here, and then the palm of the hand is the top of the head. So if you're treating top of the head issues, you could use something on the palm of the hand, though it's easier if we image it a different way to treat, say, a vertex headache.
Yeah, so if it's a vertex headache, would you needle the base of the palm, the middle of the palm, or the tip of the middle finger?
So in the hand image of the head, it's the tip of the fingers, right? Because here's eyes, here's nose is below that, mouth is here, occiput's here. So and if you can see here's the neck, we go down the neck, here's the upper torso, there's the navel. So the hand is just like this, and the tips of the fingers are the top of the head, right? So you can needle tips of fingers for top of head. Ouch. So maybe a better way or a less painful way to do that would be to image the head a different way. And so we could do the whole head, say, on the arm, and then top of the head is either the shoulder, or the reverse version is top of the head is at the wrist, the crease here. So this is top of the head here, and then as you go down the face on the forearm, and then eye level is elbow. So there's eye level, top of the head at the wrist. So I usually, for vertex headache, will needle in the wrist area for the vertex versus the tips of the fingers. Much nicer. So if it's bladder channel again, opposite clock, using that a lot, aren't we? And that's lung 9 again. And then opposite clock for gallbladder channel, which is the rest of it, is heart 7. So the heart 7 and lung 9, if you've noticed, get a couple of spots on the head, they get this occipital area we talked about, but they also get the vertex. So they get both. So if somebody's got occipital and vertex, lucky day, you can needle the lung 9 and get both on bladder channel, or you can needle the heart 7 and get both on gallbladder channel.